Will it stand the test of time? Will it stay inside our heads when we go to sleep tonight? It's all a grand design. Generations will remember, in shivers down their spines, everything we have to leave behind if it stands the test of time. His life had the blues for its soundtrack. Even there on his deathbed, that music was his constant companion, an endless stream of blues songs playing on the radio. When I walked into his room, he asked, "So, you're the guy who's going to write my song?" He was blind and could only hear my footsteps and voice introducing myself as, "Yes, I'm the guy who's going to write your song." He used to run a radio station and was one of the first to showcase some of the most forefront musicians of the time. He was proud to have spun records of some famous artists before other DJs caught on and followed. He kept repeating a question that I could tell had been on his mind. What allowed some things to stand the test of time? He mused over how some things stayed alive and vibrant for centuries or millennia, while some other things vanish, never to be remembered again. He shared that the musical talent of several key blues musicians and the immortal quality of their songs had always been close to his heart, and observed that true talent is something that tends to stick around. There's something deeper to it, a powerful contribution, refinement that comes from persistence and passionate intent. He also worked in the theater and spoke of the same thoughts in regards to the performance of actors. Some performances would utterly move and convince you, staying in your mind until the next day and beyond, while some performances needed a lot of work and were swiftly forgotten by the audience. Some actors weren't much to remember, but then you would see them a couple years later, and they were a completely different person. Amazing how that can happen, how someone can transform into something unforgettable in a relatively short amount of time. He admitted that his personal journey had flaws. He admitted to having regrets, causing damage to those nearest to him, making his mistakes. He didn't have much in a material sense to leave behind his family, not much money or possessions to hand along. He said that all he could give now was his honesty and humility, and hoped that those around him would take it to heart, his truth. He didn't have much time left, and knew that this was all it was coming to. He hoped his family and other people would hear this song and a slice of his story. He hoped that it could inspire something that would stand the test of time, to help us think more deeply on our own lives and ask ourselves what lasts. It's like a good book, a song record, a drama performance. How it's delivered will decide on how it's received. How it's received will decide how it's remembered. And how it's remembered decides how it's lived. Will your story stand the test of time? An actor in a play will take his lead. People that watch upon a single leaf, he'll say the line and kiss her on the cheek. Yeah, he'll do his very best to get us to believe, but will it stand the test of time? Will it stay inside your head when you go to sleep that night, and it's all a grand design? Generations will remember and shivers down their spines, everything we have to leave behind, if it stands the test of time. Hendrix on guitar and Robbie J on the crossroads where they sold their souls every day. All the notes that left those steely strains, ooh, it showed us folks the blues and everything. But when it stand the test of time, Generations will remember and shivers down their spines. Everything we have to leave behind, if it stands the test of time. My story isn't perfect, but I won't run. I've got some deep regrets that tear me up some, but all I've got's this book of what I've done. I just hope that you can read it. Oh, my daughters, oh, my sons, will it stand the test of time? Will it stay inside your head when you go to sleep tonight? It's on the grand design. Generations will remember and shivers down their spines. Everything we have to leave behind, if it stands the test of time.